25% of all people that have gotten divorced have some form of plastic surgery. That you found that percentage to be pretty much consistent with your practice?
I would absolutely say that's very consistent, if not even underestimating.
And in my case, being a widow, I remember one of the first things someone said to me was, "Oh, well, you need a home makeover, don't you?" And I'm like, "What?" Welcome to LoveEncore. I'm Karen, your host, and I have the renowned Dr. Otto Placik with me today. He's a board-certified plastic surgeon. His name actually is Placik, and I wonder if you went into plastic surgery because of your name.
No, I just loved the field when I was in medical school.
Just some women know they're getting divorced, so they come in and they say, "Hey, I can only hide the money in so many places, but I know if I spend it on plastic surgery, he can't get that." You know, have you ever seen something like that?
Yes, to some. I mean, I've seen it all. You know, unfortunately, there may be a component of revenge. There may be a component of wondering, why is my partner going for someone else? And sometimes they try to emulate.
Oh, really? You found that, like, someone said, "Oh, my husband's going after someone, 20 years younger, and I'm going to try to look the same."
Yes, yeah. Or someone with, he's more attracted to larger breasts.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And so it's oftentimes it's something that someone didn't like before the wedding, before the marriage, and their spouse didn't let them, they didn't have them, now they have the financial ability to pay for it.
Right. Well, isn't that what plastic surgery is all about? It really, I think it has to do with, nobody can really understand why people have certain parts of their body that they don't like. So if it's always bothered them that they had a big nose, and to everyone else they don't think they have a big nose, but if it bothers the person, enough, that's what's, to me, what's most important is if they want to go in and fix something that troubles them, and that's what it should be all about, not about pleasing somebody else.
Absolutely, and it's not so much about the absolute results that are achieved, but about the person's self-confidence and self-esteem.
What's the most common thing that you find? Is it mostly, do you see a lot of women coming in saying, "Do something with my breasts"?
I think, it depends in many situations. I think there's the typical mommy makeover, which most commonly is going to be the breast lift, breast augmentation, as well as a tummy tuck.
Well, what happens if someone comes in and they're expecting big results and you can't give it to them? I mean, it's just physically not possible. For example, they're obese and they want you to, make them thin overnight.
It happens every day. And there's many different levels to that. One is what's healthy and what's appropriate and medically safe. And if somebody is 5'3" and weighs 200 pounds, we have to stop and reevaluate. That liposuction is realistically only going to take off 5 pounds. It's not a weight loss procedure. And will they really be happy going from 200 to 195?
A lot of psychological issues here besides just the physical surgery that you're doing.
Absolutely, and that's part of figuring out, are you doing this for yourself? Why are you doing this? Mm-hmm. Sometimes I ask patients what they expect out of the surgery. And I can sometimes tell that somebody wants a new job, a new partner, a change of life, change of fortune, and that's not going to do it for them.
Right, they think that if they get their nose job, they're going to be a different person.
Yeah, and when somebody says, "I want to look better," that doesn't mean anything to me. When somebody comes in and says, "I don't like this bump," that's very specific.
You do see some men, and
absolutely,
and
yes.
What is the Simons?
The Simon is a term that's used in plastic surgery that stands for single immature male who's overly narcissistic. A single male, maybe newly divorced, who is overly concerned about their appearance. And overly concerned to the point that they are putting their whole existence and their success in life based on their appearance. That's a red flag that you're going to do the person a disservice, and whether it's their weight, their nose, their eyes, their neck, their chest, their hair. Hair loss is a very common thing among male pattern baldness, erectile dysfunction. Just because you can get an erection doesn't mean you're going to have a wonderful love life.
Some people say, "Hey, I thought I was going to get this job, and I thought that I was going to get this girl, and I thought I was going to get this new car," and it didn't happen.
The promotion, yes, exactly.
I thought I was going to get that promotion, and this nose is just not doing it for me. And I appreciate you coming on this show and explaining in graphic detail about things that we've never even heard of, like labiaplasties, etc. So I want to thank you.
Well, thank you. I really enjoyed it.
And for all of you who would like to reach Dr. Placik, the information is?
Yeah, you can reach me at my website. It's called bodysculptor.com.
And I'll have a link at the bottom of the comment section on YouTube as well as on my website, www.loveencore.com. Thank you again, Otto.
You're welcome.